Last time with the Colorado Rockies, we broke the Rockies' record for home runs in a game, hitting 8 in our big win against the LA Angels. I'm not sure how we're ever going to top that. But welcome back, everybody. The Rockies continue here in year 4 on MLB The Show 21. Ty France, who hit 2 home runs in that game, still leads us with 10 on the season. Overall, we've been a pretty decent home run hitting team this year. But we've got to find some ways to get better if we want to compete for a playoff spot. And this season, we've had some issues at pitcher. And I think it's time for us to trade away Touki Toussaint. He was a part, of course, of the Trevor Story trade back in Season 1, and it just hasn't worked out. We've been working for 3 years to get him ready to contribute at the major league level, and I think it's just time to move on. I think ideally I'd be trading for another pitcher, but the offers that I have gotten in the trade finder just haven't been very good. So the Rays gave us an offer a couple episodes ago that I like. They are so deep in their infield, they are willing to offer us Xavier Edwards. He's a 23-year-old shortstop / second baseman who's a switch hitter and has 93 potential. His options are all used up, but thankfully we can still send him down to AAA this year so he can get some development, which means next year is really a make or break season for him. But I think this could potentially be a big trade for us. His ratings right now are really balanced across the board, and nothing really stands out outside of his 85 speed. We've had some infielders in this series with Garrett Hampson and Brendan Rodgers with similar ratings, where there's nothing really in the 70s, but everything seems like it's in a pretty good spot. But ultimately, it comes down to, can this player actually be a productive hitter? And I think until you get to like the high 60s or the 70s with at least your contact or power, you're going to be an underwhelming hitter at the big league level. Edwards right now has 55 contact versus righties, 61 versus lefties, with 46 power versus righties and then 54 power versus lefties. His plate vision's only a 51, so there's going to need to be some development this year, and we'll give him all year at AAA, and then he would get the invite to spring next year being on the 40-man roster. Right now at AAA Albuquerque, he is the starting second baseman. Austin Martin is playing short. And here's a nice play defensively, the jump throw to first to pull off the double play. But my idea is that next year he starts to push for Brendan Rodgers' roster spot. And he's not off to a good start this year. He's had a couple decent years in the franchise, but nothing that would make him like an everyday starter for years to come, like you hope. We haven't developed enough young talent in this series. I think that's the big thing slowing us down, is that most of our success is either in free agency or with like first round picks taken at the top of the draft with Geronimo and then Johnny Schaefer. We need to have a few more success stories for this to really work out. So we've made the trade for Xavier Edwards. I want to talk about one more player down at AAA because remember, the Trevor Story deal involved us getting 2 players, and that second player was Jacob Pearson, an outfielder who immediately went to AA, and I want to say he was like a 64 overall when we traded for him. Well, he's worked his way up to a 73 now, and he's done an okay job this year at AAA, being the everyday left fielder. I feel like outfield is still the deepest part of the organization, and obviously we have Nimmo, Reynolds, and Geronimo all starting at the big league level, so there's not a lot of room for one of these prospects to get any immediate playing time. And even then, Pearson is trying to battle with Zach Veen down at AAA, a former first-round pick, and Veen is further along in his development. When it comes to Jacob Pearson, with his contacts in the mid-50s and his powers in the high 40s, I still think he's likely a couple years away. So we can say that 3 years after the Trevor Story trade, it wasn't a very good one for me. And if I had done a better job with that trade, maybe we would be a little bit closer to making the playoffs. But as we continue on now with the big league squad, we are still a couple games under 500. We do pick up a couple of wins against the Cubs in this 4-game series, but then dropped second to for a split. We then take on the Pittsburgh Pirates again. We take the first 2 from them and decide to split all over again, taking us into some division matchups to finish out the month of May. Trying to go for a series victory, we take on the San Francisco Giants, who have been pretty inconsistent in this series, but it's been a good year for them at 28-18. I remember them losing players in free agency, but they have figured it out at least the first couple months of the year. We're hoping that German Marquez can start to figure things out again, as his start to the year hasn't really gone well. His ERA is in the 5s. His first start of the year wasn't a very good one, and we're hoping to turn things around with the pitching staff. Starting the day, Austin Slater leads off for San Francisco, hitting .252. Marquez gets him to go after the fastball way up and in to start his day with a strikeout. Batting third, Mike Yastrzemski with a fly ball into right center field. And it's a good first inning for Marquez, putting up a 1-2-3 inning. Rockies in this one going up against Logan Webb, who's pitched really well. 3.4 ERA, a 1.25 whip. Might not strike you out a ton, but it's hard to get runs against him. Brandon Nimmo starts us off with a ground ball to third base, and it's the former Rocky, Ryan McMahon, throwing him out. 2 batters later, it's Rafael Devers, who's still hitting under 200 this season. Going after the first pitch, little bouncer to the right side, and the play is made. 1-2-3 for both pitchers, and we'll head into the second to face our old third baseman. Ryan McMahon now finds himself playing fairly well this year with the Giants, hitting .240, almost going down the line. 3-1 count and a bouncer to the right side, and that is an easy play. 4 up, 4 down for German Marquez. Batting 6th, Rougned Odor, hitting .219 on the year. Marquez able to get ahead. And the 0-2 breaking ball picks up strike 3. Nice couple of innings to get this one underway. Let's go bottom 2 with David Geronimo and a 2-2 count. There's a good swing, line drive, center field, and a base hit for the Rookie of the Year. Here's Trey Turner, who hit really well in April, but he's cooled off significantly in May. Good swing and a base hit into left field. 2 reach here to begin the inning. Let's go 2 batters later to Johnny Schaefer. Hit a couple home runs last episode. 1-1 count. Line drive. Nice catch at third base. It's Ryan McMahon taking away a potential RBI. Here it is one more time. Schaefer with a nice swing. If he can do that more against righties, the results will follow. The inning is up to Nick Solak. He's jammed, and it's into right field. Waved around, Geronimo headed home. He's safe, and the Rockies are on the board. Got to be more aggressive this year on the base paths, especially when you know the pitcher's spot is coming up after this. Geronimo easily beats the throw, and it is German Marquez. And I think I'm obligated to say when there's a runner in scoring position here, he is a former Silver Slugger Award winner. But he doesn't have to use the bat here as Webb walks him, giving Brandon Nimmo a chance. But the base is loaded. And Webb falls behind 2-1. That also misses high. Ahead in the count, 3-1 for Nimmo. Line drive to left center, and this one is down for extra bases. The Rockies adding on to their lead. Marquez waved around. It's a bases clearing double for Brandon Nimmo. And again, the Rockies have a nice early lead. That's been the theme of episodes lately. 4-0 Colorado as Marquez picks up another strikeout, painting the inside corner. 3rd strikeout in his first 7 outs recorded, but a base hit over first into right field. Giants get their first hit of the day. And here is Austin Slater, runner at second. 3-0 count from Marquez. And he misses again. A walk on 4 pitches. Now 2 aboard, and that brings up Will Wilson. And this one gets away from Schaefer. Marquez falling behind again with both runners moving into scoring position. Trying to turn the at-bat around. Breaking ball is over. Marquez does even the count, 2-2. Line drive, knocked down by France. He recovers, flips to Marquez, and the inning is over. Rockies catch a break, maintain the 4-0 lead as we go bottom 3. It's Rafael Devers again with a big swing after the high fastball. He falls behind. Not going to chase the fastball low, 2-2. There's a drive to right center, and Devers has delivered once again. Not quite the home run he had last episode that reached the seats in that section. This one about 40 feet shorter. 9 home runs on the year. The home runs are there. We're just trying to have him hit a little more consistently overall. 5-0 Rockies. Ryan McMahon looks at a fastball that runs the count full. Line the other way, and that will beat the shift and go all the way to the wall. McMahon around first, and he is in with a 1-out double as Geronimo's throw goes offline. The Giants have brought over your mean Mercedes. And Marquez once again having issues finding the strike zone. Another 4-pitch walk. 2 on now for Rougned Odor. Launch to right center field, and that is going to bring home a couple of runs. Down for extras, Odor to second, and no throw home. I definitely could have made a play there. I think that when the ball touched down, I'm like, yeah, both are scoring. Didn't really pay attention to the speed there. Might have had a close play there. Next up, Jake Bauers with a base hit to center. Odor coming around, and the Giants answer with 3 in the 4th. We head to the 5th inning. Marquez trying to rebound as Will Wilson is jammed behind first base, and that's going to fall in. And he's got pretty good speed. He wants 2 and is in with the double. That brings up Mike Yastrzemski. Good fastball up and in. Followed up with the curveball. 0-2. This one also gets away from Schaefer. Wilson up 90 feet. Now a 2-2 count to Yastrzemski. Got him with the changeup. 2 down. That'll bring up Ryan McMahon. Hitting under 200 this year with runners in scoring position. Good curveball for 2 strikes, and a changeup low ends the inning. We still don't have Marquez, I feel, at his best, but with his strikeout stuff, he's able to get out of some trouble here. Bottom 5, Logan Webb still in the game. Reynolds with a line drive, and that's caught at second by Odor. That'll bring up Rafael Devers, and the fans immediately get on their feet. Here's the 1-0. Hammered to right field, and Rafael Devers does it again. Another multi-home run game, and now 10 on the season. Every time he swings the bat, I feel like it's just going to be another home run. And lately, it has been. 6-3 Rockies. 2 down. Now Geronimo with the drive. This out to center field. Back goes Dubon, and he's got enough room. Can't go back to back. But Devers gets us back to a 3-run lead as we head into the 6th inning. I wanted to see if Marquez could give us one more inning going against the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Your mean Mercedes grounds out to Devers. Odor, 1-1. This one will beat the shift into center field. Odor reaches. That brings up Bauers, 1 for 2, and he does go around chasing the changeup. 2-2. Chopper right side. 1 play at first base. Now 2 down. The inning up to Mauricio Dubon. Popped up at first base, and Ty France underneath it. helps Marquez earn the quality start today. This outing is a nice step in the right direction for him. 6-3 Colorado going bottom 6, and a new pitcher in for San Francisco, and it's a lefty. And Johnny Schaefer really enjoys hitting left-handed pitching. After the tie, France walk 1-0. Ground ball to short. Quick flip to second, and a double play. Doesn't work out this time for Johnny. We'll head into the 7th with Alex Colomé first out of the bullpen. An ERA under 1 with 14 strikeouts and 14 walks this year. The inning begins with a base hit to right. Austin Slater up. That's way inside. 2-1. Way outside this time. 3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. First to reach. That brings up Will Wilson. A drive out to left field. Geronimo looks up, and this one is out of here. And with that, the Giants have tied the game at 6. Number 7 for Will Wilson. I had never heard of him before this game. He's a rookie this year for the Giants, and that might be his biggest hit of his young career. All tied up just like that. We have to go to the bullpen again in the 7th. Now Jose Alvarado facing Ryan McMahon, who has hit lefties well in this series. Definitely has power against them. Alvarado struggling to find the strike zone. Another walk on 4 pitches. Here is Rougned Odor, 2 for 3 on the day, a double and a single. Alvarado trying to end the inning. He does get ahead. Odor fouls off the sinker. 1-2. Another drive, this time to right center, and Rougned Odor has given the Giants a 2-run lead. Second home run of the inning, and the bullpen has completely fallen apart. We've had problems this year. With Touki Toussaint, he's been traded. Jose Alvarado has not been a great signing for us to this point. And the Rockies, who once led 5-0, now trail 8-6. As we go bottom 7, Zach Littell out of the bullpen, and Dom Thompson-Williams over to first, and Littell covers. 2 down. Top of the order, Brandon Nimmo. Hit down the line, it's past third base, and that's going to reach the wall. Nimmo around first, a 2-out double. Now Brian Reynolds 0 for 3. Fouls off the high fastball, clocked at 95. Fouled off the fastball again, now up to 96. Low. Reynolds works the count 2-2. On the outside, the slider gets strike 3 looking, and the inning is over. To the 8th, Scott Oberg out now, and he's able to pick up a strikeout for out number 2 on Will Wilson. Here's Mike Yastrzemski, and he gets ahead in the count. 3-0, another miss. So many 4-pitch walks in this game for Colorado. We're going through everybody here in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez, we're looking for just 1 out. McMahon chases the slider. Dominguez has had really good stuff this year. 2-2. Just low. 3-2 to McMahon. And that's high. He will walk to first. 2 on for your mean Mercedes. 0 for 3. Fly ball center field. Should be a routine play. And we do get out of the 8th inning. But gotta get these runs back. And I know who could deliver another big hit. 2 homers on the day. Rafael Devers once again. But jammed into left center field. And it's an easy play. Devers retired. Geronimo with 1 down. Line to right center, and that is down for extra bases. Geronimo will make his way to second. And now the tying run at the plate. Trey Turner ahead in the count with a drive to center field. Not hit all that deep, though, and he's out. I just never get any power from Trey Turner. 2 down now for the home run leader, Ty France. And it's a 3-2 count from John Brebbia. Off the plate, ball 4, 2 on, 2 down, and it's the rookie catcher. We had a rookie for the Giants deliver a big home run earlier. Now a huge spot for Schaefer, and he grounds it to first base, and the inning comes to an end. I've seen some feedback to maybe sit him more against righties and start him against lefties, and I may look to do that as his struggles against righties continue. We head into the 9th inning. Mauricio Dubon deep down the line, and it is foul by 8 feet. Almost made it a 4-run game. Ground ball, that's more like it. And a double play to send us to the bottom of the 9th. Rockies need 2. And it's a new pitcher coming out for the Giants. They have Edwin Diaz as their closer. 16 for 16, and lefties have done nothing against him really this season. Nick Solak leads off. He's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch from Diaz, and it's a slider at 90. Count goes 2-2. Grounded down the line, a fair ball into the corner. And Solak's around first base. He'll lead off the 9th with a double. And the tying run is aboard. Here comes Connor Joe off the bench. We've had some big moments from him in this series. Fastball at 99. Joe's behind it, strike 1. Another one. And he quickly falls behind Diaz. Down on 3 pitches. 3 fastballs from Diaz, and Joe just can't catch up to it. 1 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Grounded up the middle. A base hit. Waved around. Here comes Solak. Throw coming in. Cut off, and it is a 1-run game. Colorado showing some fight here in the 9th. They need 1 more. Reynolds looks at a fastball high. This count goes full. And Diaz misses again at 100. 2 on. And it's Rafael Devers. 2 for 4. And you know what happened on the 2. We brought him to Colorado to be this team's best hitter. And now a big spot. Down 1. With 2 on. And Devers swings through the high heat. Again clocked at 100. 0-1. Fouled off the slider, and Devers falls behind. 0-2 from Edwin Diaz. Strike 3 swinging, and Devers is out. 2 down. And Edwin Diaz is taken out of the game. I'm guessing because of his pitch count. But they bring in Reyes Maranta looking for the final out, facing David Geronimo. High drive out to right field. Back goes Yastrzemski to the track, and he's got it to win the game! The Giants win! A great play from Yastrzemski, and if that ball touches down, it's over and Colorado wins. What a game. David Geronimo so close to delivering the walk-off hit. Here's how close this was. Yastrzemski has to cover some ground. He reaches out, leaping, and is just able to make this catch. What a play. I thought that was going to be over his head. A heartbreaker here for Colorado. We blow a late lead and still almost win, but we drop the series and fall to 21-26 on the season. Not playing great baseball right now, and I'm really worried about this bullpen, and I really wish we had found a way to keep around Robert Stevenson. Stevenson, by the way, has started the season pretty well, but he's in a cold streak right now. He has 16 saves for St. Louis, but also has blown 3 saves. I felt like when we added Jose Alvarado, we at least broke even there, or maybe even upgraded, because Alvarado's been so good, but a lot of numbers indicate he's been our worst pitcher this season. So we may have to look to AAA to bring up some more pitchers. We are going to make a roster move to end this episode, though. I was trying to figure out which pitcher I wanted to bring up. And Kevin Feliciano may get his chance at some point, and I'd like for Roel Ramirez too. But we're going to go with Ryan Castellani because I know he can eat up some innings. His stamina is in the 70s. And I think right now we just need someone who can come in to get those 2 to 3 inning outings when we need them and allow Dominguez and Oberg to maybe be the top 1 inning guys when those situations present themselves. So unfortunately, I don't think the season's gone how anybody expected to this point. Felt like we'd be winning a few more games, but hopefully things can turn around. Do you think there's something with this team we have to fix with a trade or some sort of move? Or do you think that time will allow this team to become what we thought they would be at the beginning of the year? I got some ideas for upcoming episodes, and I think we are about due for maybe some prospect spotlights and some focuses down at Double and Triple A, maybe getting their own episodes. We're also approaching the MLB Draft, and I'll be showing you some of my favorite prospects that will have a chance to draft. And hopefully we get this thing on the right track. This is a big year in the franchise, and I'm really hoping that we can make some progress still. But that is going to do it for today, everybody. Please leave a like if you're enjoying the Rockies episodes, and subscribe to the channel. There will be more Rockies coming your way later this week. Definitely want to get you a bunch of episodes up here the next couple of weeks. Have a great day, everybody.